So what we're going to start off with is what happens when your two children walk into the room. They'll walk into an area with ample room to build. There will be kit set out, and then they will use those materials provided, and they can use scissors or pliers that they bring. The rules say a ruler as well. I'm not sure how useful that will be. And they'll construct a tower that the primary objective of the tower is to support the ball, and then next they want to make it as tall as possible. Nothing can extend above the tennis ball, like a straw or whatnot, and we'll be taking the measurements from the top of the tennis ball, not the top of the tower when it's placed. So the first measurement we make is the height without the tennis ball, and we'll be using this contraption to slide up and down to get a reading for the height. And then I'll measure the base, the widest part, as a tiebreaker, and then the students will place the tennis ball on the top of the tower, and if it holds, then I'll take the measurement. It just has to hold long enough for me to actually measure the height. And if the ball drops out within the 10 seconds that they place it, but they have time to replace it in that 10-second period, then it will still count for scoring. The way scoring works is there's two tiers. The first tier is towers that support the tennis ball and do not extend above it. So out of that tier, the highest tower will take first place, and if there are any ties within that tier, the smallest base will act as a tiebreaker. In the second tier will be towers that fail to support the tennis ball, or towers that extend above the ball with like a straw or something. And again, a tiebreaker within that tier will be the smallest base. That's ideal. You would want to have the widest part of the base will be measured, but you want the smallest base possible. Again, there are a few ties, so I wouldn't even worry about that so much, but it is something to consider when building the tower.